Hello, all friends who would like to learn the language of math. Today we will learn about the order of operations. Whenever you're doing a long equation with different operations in it, such as multiplication and addition, you can get several different answers depending on what order you solve it in. With this method, you will be able to get the right answer every time. The order that you have to solve it in is like this. The order is P parentheses, E for exponents, M for multiplication, D for division, and then A for addition, and S for subtraction. For multiplication and division, since they're generally the same, you don't have to go in that exact order. The same thing applies for addition and subtraction. And another way that you can remember it is by this. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. First example here, we have 10 plus 3 squared plus 4 minus 2 in parentheses times 5. Now, as we can see, we have it all in black except in the parentheses is green, 4 minus 2. And since that is in parentheses, we will first start simplifying with that. So then again, we'll have 10 plus 3 squared plus 4 minus 2, which equals 2 times 5. And now, the next step is after parentheses is E, exponent. So then, 10 plus, in this case it's 9, since 3 times 3 is 9. And then what we're going to do next is multiplication and division. In this case it would be 2 times 5. Oops, forgot plus sign. So we have now 10 plus 9 plus 2 times 5. Now, the next thing to do is to multiply 2 times 5, which will get you 10. So 10 plus 9 plus 10. Since it's all addition, it doesn't really matter. We can just do 10 plus 9 equals 19 plus 10. And 19 plus 10, of course, is 29. So 9 minus 5 squared divided by 4. Now, just by starting out with our parentheses, which is right here. Even though it's subtraction, it's in parentheses, so we have to do that first. So now, this will change into 9 squared plus 3 times 4 squared divided by 4. Now what we have is we have 9 squared plus 3 times 4 squared divided by 4. Now, once again, the next step is exponents. And now, yet again, exponents. So we'll make this 9 squared. So we'll have now 81 plus, since we're 3 times 16 divided by 4. Now multiplication. Now 3 times 16, our multiplication, makes 48 divided by 4. Now, we could just add this up and divide by 4, but our next step is still division. Now we have 81 plus 12. And what's left now is just some simple addition. And 81 plus 12 equals. And so as you can see, we start out with our parentheses, P, then we move to exponents, E, exponents yet again. And then we move on to multiplication, M, and division, D. What you could have also done is, so let's say we were still at this step right here. We could have done, instead of 3 times 16, could have also done 16 divided by 4. So we would have 81 plus 3 times 16 divided by 4. And then again, get us to 80. It's not 81. 81 plus 3 times 4, which 81 plus 12. Yeah, and then we're back to here in any case. So 81 plus 12 are both the same. So either way, whenever you have addition and subtraction, if you find that one way might be easier, you can go ahead and do that. But make sure you're all done with with all your previous steps before. And now we have our final equation. Quite a big one too. We have 9 divided by 3 plus 2, 9 times 9 plus 10 minus 8 plus 4 times 3. Pretty big one, right? And again, 9 divided by 3 plus 2 times, since we don't have any symbols here, this is representing multiplication, times 19 minus 8 plus 4 times 3. Now, in this problem, we don't have any exponents, so we don't need to worry about that. What's next is multiplication and division. So now here, we have 2 multiplication and division. We have division right here, we have multiplication here, and we have more multiplication here. So we can start out with any one of them. So now that breaks down to 9 divided by 3 plus 2 times 19 minus 8 plus 12. And then we'll do another. This time we'll do 9 divided by 3. And then that'll get us 3 plus 2 times 19 minus 8 plus 12. And now our last multiplication, which is the 2 times 19. Now we get 3 plus 2 times 19, which equals 38, minus 8 plus 12.
So something you could do instead of adding it, breaking it down separately, instead what you could do is you could just simply add it up all together in your head whenever you're more comfortable, instead of having to break it down every single one separately. So you could just add up 38, 3 plus 38 minus 8 plus 12, and you'd get 45. So it's pretty easy. Instead of having, it could save you some time and some work instead of breaking each part down separately.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, ask me.